what's happening as she's being carried away. Eris kind of moves her glass over to toward you and says, "I like you," and sort of cheers with you. Knocks her glass against yours. She's like, "Keep teaching her the right things."
Oh my god.
Oh, don't worry. Just wait till we get to Vaskir.
You can see just like light in her eyes. She's just like, "Oh, I know. I'm excited."
Oh no, now they're in cahoots about this.
Jesus Christ.
Diana's actual nightmare.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck. So, so you guys finish your drinks, and Simone comes down, finishes his, and collects Eris, and you guys all head to bed. Is there anything that you want to do before bed, Lazara, or?
No, I'm just going straight to bed.
All right, so you head up to your room as well.
I'm surprised Lasara didn't like kick down like their door and just like be like, "Are you doing it?"
Can I join?
Imagine the disappointment. Just imagine the disappointment of doing that and finding out that they just like Gunther literally just tucked her in.
I mean,
Yeah, like she kicks down the door, and it's just Faye like vomiting into a bucket, just like, oh.
It's like, oh, it was that bad.
She wouldn't want to join. Gunther's not her type.
I mean, yeah, true. So you guys all head to bed for the night and get some sleep, and I think maybe here is a good point to call the session.
Sounds good.
All right.
I wanted to keep
Okay.
asking.
I kind of want to see if we can get a
kinda
little
wanna
bit
keep
further, to be
going.
honest.
Honestly, if everyone's okay with it, I don't mind.
It's up to like Nick. If Nick had something going on, I don't want to keep him. But if everyone else is okay,
We might be able to get to Vaskir tonight if we go straight past the monastery.
yeah. But it
Okay.
depends. We could like, you know, if anything, like it depends. Like maybe I'm trying to think of what we could possibly do. If you want to do like the thing at the monastery, then what we could do is just devote the next whole session at Vaskir. But it's up to Pris, because I know that she's the one who really wants to go there.
We can make it to Vaskir tonight, but you'll probably have to skip the monastery and then get it on the way back.
I mean, that is an option, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lazara's all like, "Great, I couldn't take the shirt off, and now I don't get to see naked people. This is great. Just fucking great."
Okay. Well,
I mean, it's a part of the vacation. It's just after
Well,
the...
Good
Which,
news.
if you think about it, like, Simone is going to need that after Vaskir.
Good
To be honest,
news.
it actually would make sense if we do like the monastery on the way back, because if anything, we'll most likely maybe catch a ship and like Syria or something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's really up to you guys. I don't want to make decisions for you guys either.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
You know what?
Mhm.
Good news. I didn't stop recording yet.
Oh, good.
so you guys in the morning, you guys collect yourselves, get a Constitution saving throw from Faye.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's see how this turns out. Oh gosh.
Yay!
Yay! I'm hungover. Yeah.
Yeah, so Faye is hella hungover.
Yep.
And you guys get yourselves together, get onto your mounts, and head off toward the Robber's Wood. It's worth noting, if you get to Syria, you can probably teleport through the the guild from
Oh, that's
there
right.
to Vaskia.
Will they
And we
let
have
us?
Eris. Yeah, because we have Eris now, because we can like use that to like have her persist that we can use it. Because if it was just like us, they probably like look at Lazar and be like, "You have not completed your mission, so no."
I mean, if they will let us, we should try that, I guess.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that'd
Yeah,
be
that
worth a
works.
shot.
Okay, so you guys are heading north into the Robber's Wood. Are you stopping to get more wine?
Hmm.
I
You
think
do a quick
Lazara's
stop.
in a hurry.
I mean, what would it take? Like,
Lazara sees Gunther looking in the direction and just shakes her head no.
God.
She just like leans in across like from his vision and just like unbreaking eye contact, just slowly shakes her head. And you
Gunther
guys
asks
continue
why,
forth.
though.
Because I don't want to waste too much time.
If you say so, we'll just pass by again at some point then.
You guys make it all the way through the woods to about here.
Laven's too
To
sketchy
the,
to stay in.
Yep, to
Nope.
the
Yeah.
east southeast
not
of Laven, near the lake. And you can camp there for the night if you want.
yeah.
Yep.
Good.
All right, so you
camped
set up a
there
camp.
few times.
So you set up the camp. How are you setting up the camp?
Do you guys want to do like the fortress or just camp out?
Well,
Just-
the boot camp may protect us because we're like near a sketchy area.
That.
Yeah.
But the fortress also could, because... Fortress.
I mean, we could do both.
Yeah, I mean, it's 20 feet each side, so I guess maybe the bootcamp radius would fit.
You can
Yeah.
probably put it close to the door, and that should do the trick.
If you put it in the middle, would it work?
Yes, if you put the boot camp in the center, it's boot camp's like a 30-foot radius, I think,
Yep.
and
And
the
the
tower is
fortress-
20 foot. So,
Yep, it's
oh,
20
actually,
foot.
no, it's 20 foot on each side, so it'd be a 10-foot radius.
Really?
Yeah, from the center.
Oh, well, it does fit then.
Yeah, and some area
And-
on the outside.
Yeah, and it would still reach the top, but I don't think the top is going to be a problem.
Yep.
Alright, so we
So
can set it
fully
up like
fitting in the
that.
boot camp. And you also have your stew for dinner, so that's
Mhm.
nice. It's good tasting stuff too. Like it's
Oh,
not
wow.
like it doesn't taste like the fucking boot. Like it's it's nice
Is
stew.
it good hangover food?
Oh fuck yeah! That's
Oh,
exactly
hell
what you
yeah.
needed. Oh hell yeah!
Good old boot
Excellent.
soup.
Mm.
The boots too. The shoes too.
Fuck.
Price
So-
Bears hasn't said anything yet.
How does Eris feel about having to eat that?
Oh, she's not.
She probably
No,
thinks
she
we're
has
just
her
a
own
bunch-
food. She sees you like pour stew from a boot, and you see her like physically recoil and pull back, and
she
she's
probably
just like,
thinks
"I
we're
have my own
insane."
food."
She probably
Yeah,
thinks
she like
we're
faces
insane
away
or
from you when you're eating the stew as well, because she just can't like make eye contact with someone who's just like eating stew from a fucking boot. She just can't do it. So
That's okay.
she-
That's okay. We have plenty of dragon jerky.
something.
yeah, she's
We know she likes dragon meat.
Oh,
my God.
no.
She has dragon sausage.
Ah, God. So she is eating her own food and like facing away from everyone who's eating it.
Oh my god.
When morning comes around, are you guys heading north around the lake through the garden to the monastery, or are you heading south around it to Seria?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
Because
Do I
currently
pass
you
through the
guys
garden?
are
Go
hither.
straight to this area.
Regardless of whether we use the teleporters in Saria or not, I think we should go to Saria just to have a safe place to spend the night.
Yeah,
yeah, it'd be wise actually.
exactly.
All right. So So you guys sort of hook around here and over to Syria. By the time you get there, leaving in the morning, you get there when it gets pretty late in the evening. And when you arrive, everyone's kind of like packing up their stalls and their shops and that sort of thing. Everyone's sort of going toward restaurants and the inns and that sort of thing for dinner. What would you guys like to do now that you're here?
Oh, should we go see the priest?
Oh yeah.
We could pay him a visit. Been a while.
We did say we were gonna celebrate after all.
Oh god, celebrate. More flashbacks.
Doesn't have to be with
Well-
booze, Bay.
You can just eat a snack.
Yeah.
Faye and
Just
Gunther
like-
are going to celebrate by consummating their marriage.
Oh god. I was gonna say like everyone's there like drinking, and then there's Faye just like devouring like church wafers. Like they're tasteless,
Like
but
a
they're so
whole
good.
mouthful of them.
Honestly, I'd see her like just like being in a bar eating like the peanuts. She's just eating peanuts.
My god. So
Yeah, we should at least say hi. Now that that's been dealt with.
Yee.
Yep.
He'll be happy to hear. Well, he knows already.
I mean, he knows.
Yeah, I know that.
I mean, we're not like the world didn't end, so
all right, so you head to the Temple of Pelor, and you find they've just had a procession, and everyone's sort of heading home. And you can see he's packing things away. It was like their last one for the evening, and he sees all of you and goes, "Oh, welcome back! It's good to see all of you again." So are you all staying in good health?
We're trying.
Define
kinda.
good health.
I'm doing fine.
You all seem to have all of your limbs, and you're not bleeding a lot, so
For now.
that's
Then, yeah,
positive.
good health.
Yes. So, it seems as though the people of the land here they've gotten over the murder, and people are generally pretty happy that this cult has been dealt with. I've been informing them of everything that's been going on and telling them of what Pelor's will has been and how you champions were chosen and how you worked with the gods to, well, save the world from such a terrible evil.
It's good to know that.
Sarah just has this really confused look on her face.
I work with the gods. Faye's like the only one who's like, yep.
Glad you mention it.
Oh yeah, like I don't think you guys actually know that Faye like is
No,
like
she never told us.
yeah.
No, that's a secret.
Yep. I mean it's not really a secret, no one asked.
So you
I
were
love how
saying,
that
Jake?
remains kind of a thing.
Go ahead, Jake.
Oh, I was just going to I was just going to going to say that Lazarus just thinking like, what kind of an idiot god does Pelor have to be to choose me as a champion?
She says in the fucking temple.
Oh no, I said she was thinking. I said she was
Yeah,
thinking
thinking.
it.
Oh, she's thinking.
Oh, okay.
Good.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, like,
well-
holy shit. You brazen.
That's brazen even for Lazara.
Yeah.
It's like,
She's like,
oh,
whoa,
this
what
is
the
our
fuck?
wonderful God. And like it looks at like that little Bible. Like, this is his great book where he told us all of his teachings. Zyra just leans in, points at it, just like, this book's a piece of shit.
I hated the
Immediately.
ending.
Immediately, all the fucking favor that you guys have built up, gone.
Jesus.
I'm just going to say, like, well, we were passing by, since that whole thing has been dealt with. So,
Yeah, he says, well, if you're passing through and you have somewhere important to be, I'd be happy to give you all Pelo's blessing and make sure that you travel safely.
finger guns.
Oh my god. Stop
He
finger
tries,
the
but-
priest.
he tries, but he can't get the hang of it.
It's okay, that was an attempt.
Yeah, there was an attempt. An attempt was made.
I was like, oh no, did it reach him too?
Yeah.
His attempt is appreciated.
Yeah. But yes, is there anything else you wanted to do while you were here, or?
You guys.
As far as I know.
No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Alright.
I don't think I would be able to find anyone at the guild that would be able to tell us if we can go or not this late.
You know that most of the guild buildings are unlike most stores and that sort of thing. Most guild buildings are pretty much 24/7, like there's people.
Oh.
Yeah, whether it be higher up people that run the show or just people that are hanging around, like whether it be studying or just sort of making sure the place is maintained or whatnot. They typically have like initiates and the sort of lower level grunts sort of, stuck on janitorial duties to sort of teach them like, their place.
Does Sarah want to go anyway to the Shutterstar Order Guild to the Didn't you want to go to the guild, like the major guild here in Syria to meet someone?
Oh well, it wasn't something she was like really like. She was just kind of like, oh yeah, I'll go meet her, and like a promise that she intended to keep until the prince was like, hey, you can use my boat.
He's like, cool, I don't need this person anymore. Wonderful.
but
Expendable.
But right now she's more on the I am in too much of a hurry to be talking to everybody in my way.
Okay. Well, we could go ask, and if they let us, we can probably get there and spend the night at the scabbard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's worth a shot.
We could give it a try.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head over to the Star Shadow Order Guild here in Syria. And you find the human woman who's running the place here, Cyrillus Mosk. And she's just sort of going around and using her prestidigitation and stuff to light some of the candles and the lights and stuff that are around the guild building on the interior. And now that it's starting to get kind of late, like she'll snap her fingers and the chandelier will go up, and that sort of thing. As you all enter, she bows her head toward all of you, and kind of in a quiet tone, because there are some people around that are sort of studying and the like. She's like, "Oh, what can I help all of you with?"
Right. How do we go about?
Maybe Eris can help.
She's the one with the super persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys want Eris to have a bit of a talk with her?
Yeah, ideally.
I would do it, but I don't trust my persuasion.
Also, you haven't completed your mission, and that may look bad.
Aren't you supposed to be going to Goldheim? I'm going to Veskir right now.
Other
Don't
side of
worry
the
about
fucking
it.
continent.
Just don't
I'm a
worry
little
about
bit
it.
lost.
Oh, this isn't Goldheim? Oh, shit.
This is awkward.
Lazira
It's okay. It's
just
only 71 meters away.
Lazira just shoots an annoyed glance at the entire party.
So
enjoy the vacation, Lysara.
there.
So Eris kind of walks in. It's been a long journey up here. This is a lot more than Eris normally does, and she's kind of tired, a bit exhausted, and she walks right over there and puts an arm around this woman over her shoulders and sort of gets in nice and close and buddy and points to her and she goes, "Listen, these good folks here, you may remember them. They saved."
Are we really doing
whole...
Do you know who I think? Do you know?
You're damn right. That's what she's doing right now.
Do you know who they are?
They saved the whole world, okay, from quite a powerful evil. And you may remember this, Vecna, that whole deal that was going on. Additionally, I would like to point out that one of them is a member of your wonderful little guild, and I think that she deserves some recognition for pulling off something like that, don't you? And she looks back toward all of you and sort of smiles. And this woman is at first she's like, "What the fuck even is this?" And then she kind of slowly nods in acknowledgement, and she says, I suppose you're right. It would be good if the guild had a merit of somebody doing something quite as bold and heroic as this. Yes. And
Oh my god.
And Eris is like, also, you may have heard of me. I've published a great many works and magical writings and all kinds of stuff. And she kind of gives her a look up and down, and Eris is like, "I'm wish you all glad to meet you." And you can see that this girl, this woman's eyes kind of open a bit. She's like, "Oh," and then you see her sort of her face kind of flush a little bit, and then she goes, "Yes, of course. Do you have your tattoo handy?" And she beckons forth toward Lazara.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, she turns that arm towards her.
Mm-hmm. And she you see her sort of press the end of her index finger against the skin and push upward along the tattoo, and you see a star kind of form at the top, amongst all the there's a burning flame that was there. So above the burning flame, there's a star there now, and she says, "Well, welcome to the rank of Evoker. So you have access to the teleporting circles and
shit.
No. As as she once she finishes explaining this, Lazira just turns to the party and just mouths, "I didn't even do anything."
She's like, what
just,
the fuck?
Just take it. Just take it.
That's Eris for you.
As you're like doing this, Eris is like still behind like this woman still talking. She's like, and she slayed a dragon, and she's
Oh my god.
like she's just going through, like just going down like the resume.
Jesus.
Lazara's just gonna take her to every Star Order guild and just like tell all these like stories, and then we're just gonna keep promoting Lazira. She doesn't even do anything. She's gonna be like top of the fucking ranks.
And this woman, like, talking over Eris, is trying to explain, like, so your duties now, instead of benefiting the guild once a month, evokers are a rank in which we send evokers out to investigate magical goings-on within wherever the home city is of your guild. And we send you out to sort of make sure that people are doing the right thing with magic. If they aren't, we send you out to punish them or to stop them from doing the wrong thing with their magic. We send you to investigate if someone has died from suspicious causes that we think might be magical in nature, to investigate their death. Evokers are who we send out to look into these things. You also have access to mentors with a bit of a cost involved. And at this point, you hear Eris stop talking, and then she kind of like peeks over this woman's shoulder, and she goes, "Don't worry, she doesn't need that." Like, immediate jealousy.
I see the type that Eris is.
Yeah. She's like, she has me, thanks. But yeah, she says you have access to the teleportation circles now that you have the star with your tattoo, and you may use them as you wish.
Does that mean that Lazira's off the hook for Goldheim?
She still has to do it.
I mean, the job is still assigned to me.
Yeah. No, I was just asking.
Just means now you can teleport at will.
Well, you can teleport from guild building to guild building.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Wherever there is a guild building for the Star Shadow Order, you can teleport between those.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
She knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah. So it's it worked.
That's your new mentor, Lazira.
Lazira is very happy with the choice she just made.
Yes.
So, she directs you toward the teleportation circles, and you remember last time the magic that they used to activate them, and you now have that same spell that they used. You have access to do that, and typically, like, you can cast the spell at any point, but it wouldn't really have an effect unless you're standing on these teleportation circles and you have that star on your tattoo. If you didn't have that star, you could cast the spell here on the teleportation circle and just nothing would happen. You'd just expend a spell slot. But it is it's a cantrip to cast it, but you can do that now.
Oh, sweet.
Yay. Yes. However, it is. I will say that it being a cantrip, it is also a once per day thing. So you can't just like teleport from Seria to Vaskia and then teleport back to Seria on the same day, because you just won't have the mana reserves in you to be able to pull that off. So after you have a rest, you have rejuvenated yourself in such a way that you can cast that teleportation spell again.
Okay.
Yeah. So once per day, you can use these teleportation circles.
And presumably, I can take everybody with me through the circle.
Yes, everybody
Okay.
that's here you can take with you.
Okay. So, yeah, I ask if everybody's ready to go.
I don't have anything planned as far as I know.
Good to go.
All right, let's do it.
All right. And she says, "Well, might I ask where you're heading?"
Best gear.
She kind of goes, "Oh, well, okay. Have fun."
Lazara kind of just side eyes die.
Told you this was the session where everyone gets laid.
Please, I hope this is a session where everyone gets laid.
All right. So you
you
guys
guys do think that Faye and Gunther got laid.
At the very least, it will be the session where everyone gets some kind of like physical contact.
So, you guys teleport to Vaskia, to the guild there. You feel a hum in the air around you. It kind of vibrates, and you see like a flash, and it feels like someone pushes you in the center of your back. And you kind of step forward, and when you open your eyes, you are somewhere else. You're in a different building. You're on a circle like you were before, but you're in an entirely different building. And as you arrive, you see a tiefling woman there. Very matriarchal woman. She's a bit older than Eris.
I'm going to assume I immediately recognize this building.
Yeah, you immediately do. And you recognize the tiefling woman as well. This is Nate Forestbane, and she was there before when she was reading her books with her little glasses and stuff. And you can see her there, and she nods toward you all and welcomes you all. At which point you see Eris kind of race around the lot of you toward the other tiefling woman, and you see the two of their faces like light up in this big smile, and they give each other a big hug and sort of dance around a little bit in joy.
Hey, tiefling buddies.
Yeah. And they sort of do a whole like, "Oh my god, it's been forever," and that whole thing. But yeah, they seem very happy to see each other.
So you two already know each other?
Eris kind of turns toward you with a smile, and the guildmaster kind of pats her on the shoulder and says, "Yes, when Eris first came to, well, this land, she was making friends, and I was one of the first friends that she made, and helped her get to know how things worked in the world that we live in and how different it is from hers, and she helped me get introduced to my girlfriend, and it's been a great friendship."
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Faye sheds a single tear.
This is
Faye's like, "Can you help me get a girl?"
It's just like, me too.
this is too wholesome.
Eris just like look like side eyes, and they're like, "Oh, honey."
Wait, what?
But yeah, he explains that that's how they know each other. And it's at this point that Eris is like, "So this is Simon," and doing the whole introduction thing, and he kind of like, "Oh god, me," and steps forward. And they, he like shakes her hand and does this whole respectful thing that he does, and the two tieflings kind of share a look to each other.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's exactly what you think. And then the guild master is like, so do you have somewhere you have to be, or are you hanging out, or what's going on?
Who is you asking?
The whole
All
group.
of us. Yeah.
Oh, we're just kind of visiting.
Visiting. Face says in air quotations.
Shut up.
You're the one who wanted to come.
Let's just say we have something really important to do here.
I just need to talk to someone about something, okay? That's it.
Okay.
Someone.
Gunther says in air quotations. We're all doing the air quotations around die.
Stop it.
If you didn't want to come, you could have refused.
So, you guys, Eris and her tiefling friends say their goodbyes and head out to into the cold, brisk air of Vaskia that you'd forgotten about until just now.
Oh yeah, we forgot that we had to change.
Immediately you feel it hit you, and it's like the wind is like sharp. And oh yeah, immediate. And you think that like they have some kind of spell going on inside that building that has it warmer than it should be.
I mean, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah. They have magic, why not use it? But yeah, so you guys are in Vaskia. What would you like to do?
It's really late, right?
Yeah, it's quite
Yeah,
late.
it's quite late. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we should head to the scabbard and just change into appropriate clothing and
Mhm.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Lysara's just wearing like a tank top and booty shorts. I mean,
If anything, she's
She
the
steps
one
outside and almost dies.
She's the one. She's currently the one closest to death.
I'm sure the tieflings and the dragonborn are doing sort of like so-so, but everyone else must be fucking dying.
Yeah, Gunther may be covered from like pretty much head to toe, but he's still pretty cold.
Faye's outfit is pretty much just sleeveless.
Yeah.
She has that nice fancy cape though. She's just probably wrapping that around her until she gets to the scabbard.
Same with my cape of billowing.
Teeth chattering and everything as the wind blows by.
It's okay. Lazara's staying warm for pure rage.
That's not an efficient
Fury.
way of keeping warm. She's not Diana.
How do tieflings keep warm? That's how.
That's our secret. We're always angry. So you guys head toward the scabbard building and stop out the front, and Simon has like a deep breath before he presses on and steps inside. And once inside, you finally the wind is no longer just destroying you, and you quickly close the door behind all of you, and you're met with Tuazar, who's there doing
Yay!
who's there just like she seems to be organizing like a pack, like a backpack with supplies and stuff, and she's just like shoving things into it and trying to buckle it down properly. And she looks up at all of you and she goes, ah, and goes. She leaps over the counter and you can hear her feet boom on the ground, and she runs over and gives Simon a big hug. Strangely enough, almost as bara as the handshake you experienced earlier.
Oh my god.
Just from the pure strength that's in this situation. They give each other a big old bear hug. And she then goes to do the same to Eris, who for a moment feels pure terror as she's lifted into the air
oh no.
and squeezed real tight. But they have a nice big hug. And she then just sort of like moves down the line, like first with Diana, a nice big hug that almost cracks your back. The next one being Faye gives her a big hug as well.
I hug her back.
Yeah. Because you hug her back, she hugs onto you a little extra.
Yay!
And then over to Lazira, who she gives a big hug to as well. And then Gunther, who she hugs nice and tight, almost breaking him in half.
She saw that, I was like, yes.
I was expecting to have to roll a saving throw for this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, she also hugs onto Gunther a bit longer, and then lets him go.
No.
No one tell what happened the other night.
No.
Sorry, he's taken.
Oh, not by me, but he's taken.
Are you guys saying this like actually?
No,
I'm not actually saying it.
I was like, because I was gonna be like, Faye's just gonna be like, what?
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 No, we're
Since
not.
when? Who would want that?
Really? Gunther, I'm
Goddamn.
surprised. I'm kidding.
The great Gunther. I'm sorry, go on, Nick.
So she says, "Oh, you're all more than welcome to stay here if you like for the night.
That's perfect.
It is getting pretty late. I assume that you would like to. Well, you're either here for betting, or you're here for drinks, or you're here for both."
I think Faye has had enough drinks over the past
She's like,
couple of
oh
days.
god. She had drinks and then like immediately was like, what?
Yeah.
But maybe soon.
Lazara thinks for a moment and says, "Oh, have you seen a package arrive yet with my name on it?"
And she snaps her fingers and points to you, and she goes, "Yes, I have." And she quickly goes rummaging through her things, and like you see her move like a sword, a shield, a frying pan out of the way, and like reaching into the cupboards. You have no idea how she keeps anything organized with all these things together. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, she pulls out a wrapped up package, neatly bowed up at the top with twine, and hands it to you.
Lazara is super excited as she takes it from her hands.
And starts shooting everyone.
I mean, she needs to assemble it.
Yeah, like a kid at Christmas, she just starts ripping away at this package.
Kind of like that.
You'll shoot your eye out, Lysira.
It's like that, except instead of video games, it's a gun.
Much more American. So you
No joke.
So you're given this package. Are you going to open it now, or?
Yeah, she's probably going to try to assemble it before going to sleep.
Okay.
I thought you meant like she was gonna assemble it right there and then, right in front of
no,
everyone.
no.
Everyone gets really concerned, backs away slowly.
No, she's going to take it to her room and assemble it there.
Yeah. Okay. So you merrily skip up the stairs with this this box that you've received. And to us, I was just kind of like, all right. So who wants a drink? Who wants a bed? Who wants both? What's the deal?
Like, what time is it?
It's pretty late. It's getting towards like about 10 p.m. or so.
Well, it's not that late.
What do you guys think? What are Simone and
They will
Eris
have one drink
doing?
that turns into 10.
Oh no.
Get the one people touch.
Is this where Faye and Gunther get laid?
By the way, did you say a
I
thing?
mean, Gunther has to be drunk too, because I don't think that.
Yeah. No.
Gunther just starts
Um,
playing sexual healing on his lute.
Yeah. What are Simone and Eris doing? Are they going to bed, or are they going to stay up for?
They
dinner?
are going to go to bed, yes.
Oh, okay. What do you guys think?
How exhausted would we be from all that traveling we did?
That actually is a good point.
Yeah, we should probably sleep.
Yeah.
We'll tell her that maybe tomorrow we'll be up for drinks.
Yep.
Oh, before we go to bed, I thought like I want to tell like Tuzar, be like, oh, before I forget, we have good news. The rest of us joined the guild.
Oh yeah, that happened.
And she has a big smile on her face. She's like, oh, that's excellent. Oh, I can't wait to go on that big hunt that we have planned. Oh, I'm so excited.
But yeah, like why don't we just maybe get drinks tomorrow and celebrate?
Oh, that sounds like a plan. I'm always up for a celebration.
Awesome.
Hey,
Fantastic. Any excuse to drink. So, and she points her arm in the direction that Lazira went skipping a moment ago. And says, up those stairs are the quarters you guys can stay in. And you see her sort of point at all of you, just sort of counting, and she goes, there might not be enough room. Two of you are going to have to share.
Oh shit.
Well, that's all right.
Eris just kind of waves her hand up and says, it's fine.
Do I?
Faye and I can take a
Okay.
room.
I was going to ask if Lazira can hear that from where she is.
Yeah.
Lazira kind of peeks, kind of walks back over and peeks her head around the corner and says, "I vote Faye and Gunther have to sleep in the same room."
What?
Wait,
What?
what?
Why? Huh?
Why would you say that?
Faye like gives her like the most confused like what?
Lazira just has this very, very deadpan look on her face and says, "Don't question it."
I will question it. Why?
I really don't know what you're talking
Same
about.
deadpan look. Why?
So, Tuazar says, well, if it makes you feel any better, you'll all be sharing the same room. It's just the two of you have to share a bed.
Faye and Gunther.
No.
No, Faye and Diana
and
can
then-
share a bed.
No, look, you know what? Maybe Diana and Lazira can share a bed.
Gunther's got a bedroll he can sleep in.
I mean, however you want to do it is up to you guys. I'm not gonna, tell you how to live your life.
Lazira steals his bedroll, throws it out the window.
Burns it,
It's in the bag of
She-
holding.
snaps it fingers, and ignites it.
She shoots a few holes in it with her new gun and then throws it out.
Steps on it.
Into... No.
She goes to shoot it. Fucking Gunther dives in the way like the bodyguard. Like, no,
Oh god.
It's okay, I needed a new
my
bedroll anyway.
property.
It's okay, I needed a new
Um,
bedroll anyway.
Gunther does that, and then Lazira just kneels down and says, "Oh, thank you. I was assigned to hit you a long time ago."
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God. So,
Waiting for the right time.
perfect.
Capitalism
Now it
killed
looks
me.
like an accident. Light whispers to Elle, I win.
Oh my god.
Good.
God damn it.
Rename this episode of the campaign Silence. So, you guys head up to the upstairs bedding area where there's just a whole bunch of like military style. There's a whole bunch of like beds lining the walls, and you all get into your respective beds, and Simone lays down on his bed, and Eris just lays down on top of him, and it just kind of uses him as a bed.
I mean, hey, it works for them. Good enough.
Yeah, she can just kind of curl up on top of him and rest on his chest like a pillow.
Is there like an area to change like for pajamas? Because I'm assuming we're all like in a big wide open area.
There is a curtain.
Okay.
No one peek.
Yeah.
Zyra doesn't even use it.
Yeah, no, probably not.
No,
I wouldn't think
they
so.
probably will
It's
use
naked
it.
in front of everyone.
I'm like, oh god.
Gunther's
Sorry,
probably
do you
gonna
have to
use
do that
it.
every time? Can you like not get naked in front of my dad?
Please and thank you. Can you not get naked in front of any of us anymore?
Zyra just thinks about it for a moment and says, nah.
Jesus.
Fair enough.
It's
So,
okay, we've
you,
seen her naked in the bathhouse anyway.
I mean,
We're
yeah.
used to it.
and in the hallway, in the scabbard, in passage, when you were in the middle of the night, she came out of the room like, "Why are you all being so loud?" And she was just like stark naked.
Oh no, she was.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, Simone didn't see it, but based on, she was like, oh god, with this shit again.
Gunther saw it too.
Gunther saw as well. So you all retire for the night and get your rest, ready for the eventful day that awaits you in the morning.
Does Lazara succeed at assembling her new toy?
Oh yeah, you follow the instructions and put it all together. There are a couple of little finicky bits, and you think for a moment in your panic that they've missed a spring or something, but you do find it and assemble it following the instructions. It's quite complex, but the diagrams that the guy's drawn out seems to help quite a lot. And you assemble this little flintlock pistol. Let me quickly stick this on your character sheet.
Lazara is so excited right now.
Like, oh yeah, a gun.
I didn't know that Sarah was American.
I mean, to be fair, she didn't even really know what a gun was until she saw it in there.
She was just like, what is that?
It's beautiful.
It kills people.
Why didn't I have this when I was actually a pirate?
Welcome back.
Oh, thanks. Sorry. Had to use the restroom real quick. I was holding it for a while.
Yeah, that's good because it's
That
pretty
was-
fucking
hang on.
What happened?
crazy.
Okay, there we
Did
go.
we
We went to beds and
he
it'd
was,
be the
he's
morning.
just doing something.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
just trying to do the stuff with the things. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Stuff
Here's the
with-
thing.
When you're using the flintlock pistol, you don't have proficiency with it, so because you haven't used one before and you're
Right.
not 100% on how it works. But with enough practice, you can gain proficiency, or if you have someone to teach you how to use it, you can gain proficiency with it, and then you can add that extra +3 to hit. But until then, it's just like your dex bonus to hit with.
Okay.
And I will leave a note on there. Boop. There we go. Wonder if let me just quickly test it. Yeah. So that little note there should help to remind you to count like every third bullet you'll have to reload the pistol.
And I assume it's like an action to do that.
Yes, for now.
Okay. Okay.
You can if you get like specific training in it and that sort of stuff, then and get quick enough at it with enough practice, maybe that can be switched to like a bonus action.
Okay.
To reload. But yeah, for now, reloading is an action. So you guys are in Vaskia in the Scabbard guild building upstairs, getting your rest. Is there anything else you would like to do before we end the session?
It's probably bedtime and Gunther's tired.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that we lost you then. He was really quiet.
Oh, no, just...
All right. So we'll call it there then.
All right.
Okay.
Stop the recording.